Latest inflation figures. Consumer Price Index continues moderating trend in March of 2019. House urges federal government to stop the issuance of fish import license. And on the commodity watch, Nigeria accounts for 46% of global cowpea production, tops world's largest producer and consumers of the commodity. The program is Business Express, reaching you from the network service of the Nigerian Television Authority. This edition will focus on trends in digital marketing. I am Amina Nujain. Thanks for joining us. The National Bureau of Statistics has released the latest Consumer Price Index (CPI), which measures inflation. Headline CPI indicates that inflation increased by 11.25% year-on-year on March 2019. This is 0.06 percentage points lower than 11.31% recorded in February 2019. Increases were recorded in all classification of individual consumption by purpose divisions that yielded the headline index. Food inflation, however, drops to 13.45% in March 2019 from 13.47% in February. The rise in food index was caused by increases in prices of bread and cereals, among others. Core inflation also drops to 9.50 in March to 9.80% in February. The urban inflation rate increased by 11.54% year-on-year in March 2019 from 11.59% recorded in February 2019, while the rural inflation rate increased by 10.99% in March 2019 from 11.05% in February. The Consumer Price Index, which measures inflation, averages change over time in prices of goods and services consumed by people for day-to-day living. The House of Representatives has urged the federal government to stop the issuance of fish import license as it is inimical to the economic diversification policy of government. National Assembly correspondent Lami Ali reports that the call was made following a motion of urgent public importance of the matter.
The lawmakers, while debating the motion from Representative Jonathan Gaza, expressed worry that fish importers have turned Nigeria into a dumping ground for fish and related products, some of which are below approved standard.
If this trend continues, the gains that have been recorded by local fish farmers and employment that have been created will be lost.
It becomes easy to govern your country when people are not hungry, when people have economic power. Those are the two things that will safeguard anything.
Steps are being taken to phase out completely fish importation within the next 2 years.
The House requested the Federal Ministry of Agriculture and the Bank of Agriculture to make available incentives to local fish farmers to boost production and in view of additional advantage of job creation. An ad hoc committee is to be set up to investigate all licenses granted for fish importation within the last 1 year.
In the meantime, Accountant General of the Federation, Ahmed Idris, has reassured civil servants in the country of the commitment of his office on payment of promotion arrears, which he says is in line with the directive of President Muhammadu Buhari. Ahmed Idris gave this assurance when he played host to the National Executive of the Association of Civil Servants in Nigeria, who were in his office on a courtesy visit. The nation's treasurer says, acting on the president's directive, 10 billion naira will be set aside monthly from May 2017 to offset backlog of promotion arrears. Now, as the world is a global village, embracing World Wide Web now means that the world is at your doorstep regardless of your location. From communication to commerce, developing a marketing strategy for intended consumers has become easier due to information available on the web. Bosede Abel was in some parts of Abuja to find how Nigerians are utilizing these new technologies for their everyday buying and selling. Let's see what she found out.
Technology has created a huge turnaround in rendering of services and in the business of buying and selling. Digital market has contributed immensely in the Nigerian economy and has made business transactions easier and also created job opportunity for many. I'm at Utako Market to find out what the experience is like shopping, selling and rendering services online.
People buy and they use handset and transfer money to our account. Sometimes we will transfer money to go and buy something from Lagos and Onitsha, and they send the goods to us. So we do all those exchange.
I'm just scared of buying things online, seriously. I hear a lot happening online. At times you pay money for a particular goods and you won't get it.
I prefer going to the market, see what I want and buy it, have a feel of it and buy what I want.
When I saw it online, I loved it. I ordered for it, but it was not exactly what I received. But all the same, it was fine.
You know, when you take pictures with a very good camera and put online, the color effects will be very, very different from what you see. But it's actually the same. Just the color effect. So
sometimes network will be bad. Sometimes. But it's going, because if to say that we have more challenges like that, people will not be doing it again. But now, we are doing it.
I'm not really so good at online shopping, because I'm someone who likes to see what I'm buying. I hate to be disappointed, because a few people have shared their experiences where what they saw on the screen and what was finally delivered to them wasn't exactly what they envisioned. So I'm a traditional shopper. I like to come to the shop, I like to come to the market, I like to interact, I like to see the people, see exactly what I'm picking and then pay for it.
Just like the conventional markets, it all boils down on choice, convenience, affordability and accessibility of a commodity at a particular point in time. From the Utako Market here in Abuja, I am Bosede Abel. Back to you in the studio.
Thank you, Bosede. That report set the stage for our discussion on the importance of digital marketing to the economy as the world goes digital. We have in the studio Segun Ologe. He is the marketing consultant, creative director, and brand strategist of Kenneth Price Nigeria, a digital marketing company in Abuja. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for inviting me.
We also have in the studio Joanne Enei. She is a digital marketing training coordinator at Kenneth Price Nigeria. Welcome to Business Express.
Thank you.
Let me start with you, Segun. When I think digital marketing, the first thing that comes to my mind is technology. Am I correct?
It's related.
So what is digital marketing?
Basically, digital marketing is reaching out to your audience via digital media, mostly online media. And the aim of marketing is to be able to let your audience know about the services and products that you want to offer them. Digital marketing is part of the digital technology we talk about. It's a part of the digital technology, taking advantage of digital technology to reach out to people and talk about your products and services.
So you're talking about digital, does it commerce, business, communication, in all of that? How do they come together comfortably?
Well, basically the way the world is now, commerce is all about being able to trade. And whatever you have to offer, you need to be able to tell people about it. So digital marketing gives you that platform to be able to tell people about it.
As far as Nigeria is concerned, on digital marketing, where are we?
Well, by statistics, Statista says that a couple of years ago, 2016, we had a budget of about $69 million every year. Nigeria's budget right now is over $100 million marketing budget online. So I would say we have improved and we're improving.
Okay. And Joanne, as a trainer, why is it important that digital marketing is taught to Nigerians?
Okay, first of all, let us know that we are in a digital age. Okay. Everything has evolved thanks to technology, from the way we are entertained to the way we communicate, and also business. So there was a quote I saw by Bill Gates that if your business is not online, your business will be soon out of business. So everything now that is happening is online. Your clients are online. They are spending most of their time online. And one thing that digital marketing does, it creates and establishes engaged communication channels with your customers and your potential customers. So it helps, and all this it does at low costs, very cost effective as well. So what may have been barriers, before when it came to marketing, digital marketing has come to basically even the playing field. So a small business can now compete with a medium-sized business. A medium-sized business can compete with a large corporation. So basically, digital marketing is a necessity today. It's no more a preference.
Okay, you did make mention that we are in a digital age.
Yes.
So for all those who, there's the term old school, where do they fit in all of this?
Okay, well, one thing we've known is even the old school, they utilize digital marketing. One area of digital marketing is social media. I'm sure we have parents on Facebook, on Twitter, on Instagram. So we do see the old school catching up with whatever is happening, the trend of today, which is digital marketing.
Okay, talking about trends, are there different types of trends of marketing? Is it about pictures? Is it about Instagram? Is it about texting? Is it about WhatsApp? Can you give us a rough picture of the various types that we have?
Okay, digital marketing is broad. One I will mention is search engine optimization, basically the use of websites. That one, you must have a website. There is a way, gone are those days where, you go to the library or yellow pages to search out for information. Nowadays, when people are looking for products and services, they go to search engines. So basically, with search engine optimization, you are basically making your website visible on search engine result pages. That is one aspect. Another very common aspect of or type is social media marketing. What it does, your Facebook, your Twitter, your Instagram, every single social media platform has its culture. So for Instagram, it's more of pictures. Twitter is much of tweets, updates. Facebook, it has its own culture. So I wouldn't say one is trending. I would say just understand the culture of every platform and use it to maximize how you view your business.
Okay, I'm still on you now. If the social media and current digital society that we are in now, buyers and sellers, how do they come in all of this thing?
Okay, well, we know that 70% of internet users are online. They are on social media. Basically, you want to use social media handles to see who your target audience is. You see people on social media, on Facebook, what they love, what they want. You present your goods and your services to them. They get to see what you have to offer, and then they get to subscribe to whatever it is that you have to offer. So it's like an interaction now. You have the opportunity to present whatever it is to your customer, your potential customer, and they have what it is, they choose whether they like your product or not. So it's more interactive now.
Okay, Mr. Shagun, she's talking about in the platform being interactive. How far would you say Nigerians have gone in embracing this digital era? Has Nigeria gone far in terms of consumers, target audience, traders, commerce? How far has Nigeria gone?
I would say a lot of people now, a lot of small companies are beginning to take advantage of social media, and it's growing. most small organizations want to be on social media and use digital marketing to tell people what they do. So I'd say we've gone a long way, and I would advise a lot of people to take advantage of it too.
I have a research here by McKinsey Global Institute that says $75 billion is projected to by 2025 in terms of online marketing and trading. Do you see that number being realistic? $75 billion by 2025.
It is. You're going to be shocked that the marketing budget for TV is just about twice the marketing budget for online media worldwide. So it's true.
Okay. If what you say is true, there's increased consumption and attention being paid, how safe is it?
Well, if you are a marketer, you want to tell people about your product online, I would say make sure you actually have the things that you're selling to people, you know, your websites are legit and all that. And if you're a digital marketer, you have to take things like phishing and malware seriously. You also have to ensure that the details that you have don't get out there, you know. So that's it. I would say relatively depends on the digital marketer, and it's relatively safe.
Okay, is it safe?
Oh, definitely. For the business owner now, an aspect of safety may be the context in which their product is viewed online. There are some platforms that we have no control over, like, for example, YouTube marketing. You don't want, for example, like a company who deals in bottled water. You don't want your ad being placed beside an article on how, you know, plastic is destroying the exactly. So basically, there's something called brand safety. It's another measure provided by ad network service providers. What they do is they basically make sure that your content is not viewed in any context that will, you know, damage your reputation. So that one too. And then also, obviously, for every business, you know, there is cyber risk, obviously. Large corporations basically have employed the services of cybersecurity professionals to come and advise them and, you know, help them. So I believe perhaps later, as your business grows and establishes, you know, that's one thing, that's one area you may need to look at.
Okay. Yeah. Talking about digital marketing, we seem to have increased job opportunities. For instance, logistic companies are like increasing every day, and other advertisers. How big is the job opportunity in the digital world?
Okay, you mentioned the industry. The net worth of digital marketing is $68.something billion at present. So even institutions, educational institutions in Europe, in Germany, they are offering digital marketing as a master's degree. So they have recognized that there are vacancies available. Some include digital marketing managers, you know, basically somebody to supervise the online presence of a business. You have social media marketers, search engine optimizers, you have content writers, copywriters. These are just few of the vacancies for digital marketers.
Okay, Mr. Shegun, what advice, with increasing number of Nigerians and even Africans in particular keen into this, as long as you have a phone and access to technology, you can go online and you can buy and you can sell. What advice would you have to give startups, or say people who are not tech savvy?
Well,
say maybe training, for instance.
Well, they should embrace digital marketing, get trained, take advantage of the 1 or 2 training institutions we have around, and they should start their organizations by simply collecting as much data as they can. That's important, and then using social media to follow up on their clients, you know.
Okay, your closing remarks.
Okay, I will say we are in a digital age, and in a world that is technologically dominated and dependent. I believe every startup business should embrace digital marketing. We are a training organization, and we offer that kind of service, and there are other services as well, other training service providers in Nigeria at the moment. We even have a training coming up next week on the 26th and 27th of April.
Thank you, Joanne Enei, Digital Marketing Training Coordinator, and Mr. Shegun Olonge, a Marketing Consultant, Creative Director, and Brand Strategist. Thank you both for joining us on the program today.
Thank you.
federal government has set in motion the process of commercializing and recapitalizing the Bank of Agriculture. The initiative is aimed at rescuing the financial institution from total collapse and to meet its primary objective. Musa Baba Aliyu has details.
The Bank of Agriculture is a federal government institution established in the 70s primarily to provide financial support to farmers towards boosting their production. Records have shown that the bank has been doing well at initial stage, providing simple interest rate loan, especially for those who are into production of cash crops. 2 decades later, the bank started recording losses with high cases of non-performing loans, among other challenges. The Bureau of Public Enterprises has been mandated to ensure the recovery of the loans and commence the process of commercializing the bank.
And the federal government will retain only a minority equity stake, while farmers' cooperatives and the private sector will acquire a substantial and controlling stake in the bank.
To this end, an advisory committee has been constituted with a membership drawn from the Ministry of Finance, that of Agriculture, and the Central Bank of Nigeria.
Let's have a strong bank, a farmers' bank, a bank of agric, so that this country can continue to do great things. We've done quite a bit. We're now number 1 in rice, number 1 in cassava, number 1 in yams, we're number 1 in maize, even though our maize is not selling because of issues of aflatoxin and mycotoxin. We're dealing with that. At the time we're number 1 in groundnuts, we're going back there.
From Abuja, Musa Baba Aliyu.
The Nigerian stock market sustained gains at its close on a positive note for a second day straight Wednesday, 17th April. The NSCO share index gained 0.16% and market capitalization closed at 29,970.86 basis points. Investors exchanged 216 million shares in 4,025 deals valued at 3.2 billion naira. Access Bank, UBA and Lasako were the toast of investors. They traded over 20 million shares each. And now for a look at global stocks. European markets edged lower amid earnings. Let's take a look. Brent oil hit a 2019 high above $70 a barrel on Wednesday, propelled by steady economic growth in China and a fall in U.S. crude stocks. International benchmark Brent crude futures were up 28 cents or 0.39% at $72, having hit an intraday peak of $72.24. U.S. West Texas Intermediate crude futures were at $64.39 per barrel, up 34 cents or 0.53%. Now, still talking commodity. Nigeria tops the list of world's largest producers and largest consumers of cowpea, also known as beans, accounting for 46% of global cowpea production with an estimated output of 3.41 million tons, which is the highest in the world. How are the commodities faring on the global market? We take a look. Let's take a look at the exchange rate of the Naira. With that, we come to the end of this edition of Business Express. Be informed that all previous episodes are available on YouTube, and you can also communicate with us on Twitter, and the handle is NTA News Now. Thank you for being a part of the program. I am Amina Nujain.